They called it the coldest case in America. A 7-year-old girl vanished one snowy evening, and her disappearance haunted the Midwest for decades. But when authorities finally thought they had an answer, the truth slipped through their fingers. This is the Insight Lab, and this is the story of Maria Ridulph. How does a case that was thought to be solved turn into one of the most confusing criminal mysteries in U.S. history? Today, we break down what really happened, with evidence, timelines, and unanswered questions. On December 3rd, 1957, Maria Elizabeth Ridulph, a 7-year-old girl from Sycamore, Illinois, disappeared. While playing with a friend on a quiet street corner, she walked away with an unknown man who called himself Johnny. For months, her disappearance baffled the community. Search parties scoured the woods, interviews were conducted, and the nation watched the story intensify. For decades, the case remained cold. Then, decades later, investigators thought they had their answer. A man named Jack McCullough, formerly John Tessier, was eventually charged with Maria's murder. This happened over 50 years after the disappearance. Authorities believed a childhood acquaintance's testimony, old witness lineup, and delayed confession evidence could finally bring justice. But key problems emerged. McCullough's conviction was vacated, not just dismissed, but overturned. Why? Some alibi records were corroborated. Witness testimony was unreliable after decades, but the basis for conviction collapsed under scrutiny. He was later awarded over $4 million in compensation for wrongful conviction. Yet, the murder itself remains legally unsolved. This isn't just another cold case. It's a case that was solved and then fundamentally questioned. It has decades of public interest, multiple theories, legal reversal, conflicting evidence, and no definitive killer identified. Cold cases are notoriously difficult. Evidence deteriorates, witness memories fade, records get lost, misinterpreted. The Ridulph case shows the danger of late convictions based on memory and testimony alone. Maria Ridulph is not alone. Thousands of missing and unidentified person cases exist in the United States. Some stretch back decades, with no suspects, no evidence, and very few answers. So what do we really know about this mystery? A young girl vanished without a trace. A suspect was charged decades later, then exonerated. The real truth is still unknown, and that, the unanswered truth, is why this case still grips America. If you want stories where evidence meets mystery and official explanations fall apart under scrutiny, hit subscribe. This is the Insight Lab, where we break down the untold parts of true stories, not just repeat them.